Yes. Okay, students, we will do a quick round of introduction. You can all turn on your camera and introduce yourself to the group. Let me know which grade you are in, whether you have learned programming before, are you familiar with Arduino, and all that. When you introduce yourself, let me know all that. If you have completed the Arduino course from SP Robotics, do mention that. Yes? Go ahead, Yashwin.
Problem with my internet.
No worries, no worries. Let it stabilize. We have not started the class, right? Sorry, I can't hear you properly. Am I audible to you all?
Ma'am, it's a type of very much breaking noise, ma'am.
Oh, is it breaking? Is my voice breaking for all of you?
Ma'am, actually, I think your internet is very slow today.
Is it? Let me check. Let me switch over to another network. So, am I audible now?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is it better? Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. It's a type of better.
Oh, it's still not clear, Ashwin? Okay, we have many students here.
Yeah? It's good now.
It's good? Okay. So, Yashwin, go ahead and introduce yourself. Yeah. There are many who are yet to join, I guess. Let them join. You can start with the introduction.
Ma'am,
yes.
Can I just, ma'am? Can my
Siron, yes, you're saying something, Siron. Are you able to hear me?
No, ma'am. This. Ma'am, it's it's like a type of very feeble, ma'am.
Is it very feeble?
Voice is very feeble.
Let me check the settings here. Okay, I'll go to the Zoom settings and just.
Ma'am, actually now, your internet has become like so slow that we can't hear you properly, ma'am.
Okay, I will check my internet connection. Maybe I'll check my setting.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll see if I can do something about the audio settings here. So, students, please give me the feedback. Is it better? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how about now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it is very type of a better time.
Okay, great. So, shall we start?
Yes, ma'am.
If I'm audible, we can start. We can start with the introduction.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible to us.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. You
are
audible.
Okay, cool. It's done. So, yes. Yes, Yashwin, go ahead. Who's this? Nitin, right? Can you please introduce yourself, the group? Your name, your school. Have you been learning programming? I saw Nitin here on screen, so I asked him. Okay, Yashwin, go ahead. Since you're there, why don't you start? Yashwin, have you completed your coding course?
Yes, ma'am. I finished coding course and I also finished the MIT app thing, ma'am.
Inventor course. Excellent. So, Yashwin, so do you remember the Arduino programming stuff you did during the coding course?
Yes, ma'am. I remember the Java codes.
Okay. Nice. Not Java. I'm not talking about Java. I'm talking about
Kodi. Yes, ma'am. Kodi, I also have that in my computer right now.
Okay, so the Arduino. I'm talking about Arduino program. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So who else do we have here? Sarthak? Which grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade.
Okay. So Sarthak, have you completed the coding course or the Arduino programming? Are you, so you're familiar, right? Are you familiar with Arduino programming? Oh, great. Okay. So which grade you said you're in again? Fifth. Okay. So who else is there? Akhil.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Akhil, and I saw in NPS, and I'm in 7th grade,
Mhm.
and I did Codley kit and Android kit.
Okay. So you have a kit. Have you completed? Are you learning the course now? Are you learning the Arduino programming?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. So Akhil Agamjot, I know he has completed. Agamjot, just introduce yourself. You're in 10th grade now, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. So you have completed the Korea as well, I know. So
Yes, ma'am.
Joshiga, we have
Yes, ma'am.
Joshiga. Yes, Joshiga, go ahead. Please
Yeah, my
introduce
name is
yourself.
Yoshika, and then I'm doing currently electronics in BMS Bangalore
Mm-hmm.
College, 3rd year, and I did a coding course where the Arduino code introduced to me, and little bit familiar about the Arduino software and the coding over there.
Okay, so which semester are you in, Joshiga?
My currently 6th semester is going to be done, and 4th year is going to be starting.
Okay, so have you been learning any microcontrollers or any
Yeah,
embedded
yeah.
systems subjects?
Yeah, microcontroller has been a one subject for me the last year.
Uh-huh.
Uh, that's all I've introduced microcontrollers to my electronics coding.
Okay, you have done a bit of hands-on also at college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So who else do we have here? Nitin. Nitin, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Nitin and my school name is NPS
Mm-hmm.
and my grade is 3rd and the section is A
Mm-hmm.
and the coding program I have done is the Scratch programming.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good.
all.
Okay. Okay, Nitin. Maybe you can just try to, follow what we are doing. Uh, don't worry if you cannot understand anything in today's class. Okay. It might be a bit above your level. Huh? Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So who else? Who else do we have? Yeah. So everybody did a round of introduction. So we will start. We'll start with the class. So the class is the course name is Advanced Sensors. Okay. So okay, coming straight to the topic. So what are sensors? What does the word sensor suggest?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, your voice is break.
Is my voice? Now, others can.
Proper, ma'am. We can hear it
Ma'am,
loud.
Okay, okay. Maybe there's some internet issue at your end. Who's this? Who's this? Who said you can't hear me? Okay, before we.
only sent you that.
Okay, so before we go to sensors, okay, let us just do a quick, introduction to Arduino. So, what is this Arduino board that we are going to use during this course? So, this is the board. You're going to receive this in a kit of this sort, okay, that has this board as well as around 8 to 10 sensors and other components together.
Is it for us only permanently, or is it just like that for? Is it temporary?
I think that is for permanent. That is for you to learn. That is for you to keep at home.
No, ma'am. Like I'm asking that after the course, should we give it back
No, no, no. You can continue working with it. I mean, that is for you. You're going to buy it.
Okay, ma'am. It is just like the Kodi kit, like which we have with us only.
Yes. So I'm sharing my desktop, right? Are you able to view my screen here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell the items which we get in that?
Yes, definitely. Definitely the components that you're going to have in this kit. I will mention it later. Okay. Okay, let me introduce you to the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes. Okay. You can see my screen, right? The
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
yes, yes. Yes. So the reason why we are going to learn about Arduino, because this, basically microcontrollers are being used in each and every gadget you see around yourself. Okay. So the mobile phone that you have next to you, can you imagine that has not less than 30 sensors in it? Okay. So they are very small, but they have around, believe me, it has around 30 sensors in it. Okay. So it's very important for you to know how to interface these sensors to a particular microcontroller. Okay. Acquire data using sensors and process them and do some actuation using the data. Okay. That is the reason why we are choosing to learn sensors, and particularly using Arduino. So why Arduino? Because Arduino is open source. Okay, it has large community support. The code is available for you, which can be used and which can be upgraded by you. You can share the code with the community. So all that is there. So we choose Arduino for that main reason. And one more reason is because the cost is also less. So can you can you can you tell me any other device that is around you, any gadget around you that you think may have a sensor in it, that has a microcontroller in it?
Ma'am, maybe a car has sensor.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yeah,
What
ma'am,
sort
a
of
car
sensor?
has sensor.
Car has
Ma'am,
sensors. Yes.
Ma'am, even
Ma'am,
like
it
something
has
like
the
oven.
camera sensors, like which tells us that when we are taking a reverse turn or something, then it comes. And then in some luxury cars we get sensors like almost everywhere, like near the tires, so that if any tire gets punctured or something, then it informs you directly.
Yes, very good.
Ma'am, we also have sensors in a microwave because, like, when we heat something and
Mm-hmm.
while it is heating something, so
Mm-hmm.
when we just open it, so
Mm-hmm.
automatically it gets off by its own. We
Yeah, ma'am.
Right, correct.
Ma'am,
S-
ma'am, I have a
like it
doubt.
will stop the heating time.
yes. Others, can you tell me what are the sensors that are there? I mean, that you have come across around you in gadgets? How about an AC? What sort of sensor might AC have?
Ma'am, even my smartwatch also has some sensors which is like in my hand.
Yes, right. So here, in each and every gadget that you mentioned, there are a few sensors and there is a microcontroller as well. The reason being, you read the data from the sensor, just like you can gather data from your environment using your own senses in your body. Like you can see, you can hear, you can touch, right? You gather information around you using senses in your body. uh, if you want to build something, some smart gadget, you need to gather information in the surrounding environment, and then you need to process that. How you process the information? You need to have a controller or a processor. So here comes the role of the Atmega, the Arduino board that you are all familiar with. Okay, so depending on the data, I mean, after collecting the data, you do some actuation. Okay, for example, in an AC, if the temperature is beyond a certain threshold, you try to decrease the temperature. If it is lesser, you turn off the AC, right? Even in the refrigerator. And in case of ovens, in your washing machines, in your television, in your mobile phones, in your car, So there isn't a single, gadget or a device,
Excuse me,
there are
ma'am.
millions and millions of devices that have controllers and sensors, right? So that is the main reason, for us to learn this course, the Arduino programming as well as interfacing sensors.
Ma'am, yes,
So,
ma'am, I have a
so
question.
yes,
Ma'am, actually, like how do we use this? Like, is it controlled by codes and remote controls, or only codes or only remote controls?
initially we start working with codes that can be, later on converted into a wireless application as well. Okay.
So, ma'am,
S-
that Tinkercad link you
No,
had
ma'am.
shared,
Like,
ma'am, what is that Tinkercad used
like
for?
remote controls?
At that, I'll come to that point. I'll come to that point. So now we are going to use a particular programming language as well for this, to work with this microcontroller. Okay, we are speaking in English, right? Also, in the same way, each and every microcontroller or a processor has a set of instructions. Okay, you need to talk to the microcontroller using those instructions. Only then the controller will understand what you're telling it. I mean, what you're asking the microcontroller to do. You're providing a set of instructions by writing a program, right? So here it is going to be the embedded C program, which is going to be converted into the Arduino instructions using the compiler. Okay, the compiler is called AVR compiler. That is the ATmega 328P that is on there, that is there on the Arduino board. Okay, the Arduino board has the Atmega microcontroller, Atmega 328 microcontroller. Uh, okay, so you're going to convert whatever program that you write here in your, so this is the IDE. It is called Integrated Development Environment. So this is the editor, okay, wherein you write the code and you are going to compile it, you're going to upload it. When you compile this code, it will be converted into the instructions that Arduino can understand, and then we are going to upload it to the Arduino board, because Arduino is very tiny. You can't compile and do the compilation on Arduino.
Lang.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Can you just
Yes.
keep your mic a little bit far away because
Hello.
your voice is getting very loud.
Then you have to reduce the volume, or I can also reduce the sensitivity here of my
Yeah,
mic.
ma'am. This is fine.
Is it better? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. This is fine.
Okay. So this is the IDE that we use to write the program. Okay, it is called a sketch. It has two parts. Okay, one is called setup. Another part of the main part of the sketch is called loop. Okay, in the setup, so these two are called functions. Okay, inside the setup function, we are going to add lines of code that run only once, and inside loop, we are going to add that part of the code which has to be run over and over again continuously all the time. Like for example, if you turn on your AC, it will be on unless you power off the AC. So the code has to be running all the time, right? So that part of the code will be here in the loop. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
what is word blank?
no, don't worry about that. Okay, that is a
Ma'am,
program
what is
that
word
you're
blank, ma'am?
no, that is a function. Okay, just look at this part, setup and loop. Okay, it has menu on the top. So you find many examples here. Okay, and you see you can use the edit menu, sketch, and you can also add other boards here using the board manager. If you have another Arduino board or any other board apart from Arduino, you can add them using Arduino. And if you need some help
Ma'am, we can't
with the
hear you.
programming, am I audible to others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, like sometimes it comes like very much like a type of full. like
so
as if you don't have internet over there.
I will repeat the part which you were not able to follow, Yashwin. Let me know. Okay. So if you go to reference here, go to help and reference. So you find the documentation here, the Arduino documentation reference, wherein you find the language, the functions, variables, the documentation for the language. Okay. So this is the reference. This is the language structure. And you see the control structures. You can learn about these. Okay. You can learn about these from the reference.
Ma'am, what
So
did you
now,
say? Your voice just. Ma'am, can you repeat what you said because your voice was breaking a little bit a while ago?
yes. So did you click on the reference section in the Arduino here?
Hello.
Ma'am, do we have to click there?
Yes. Go to help and click on reference.
Okay, ma'am, let me open Arduino.
Please keep your IDE open, everybody.
Ma'am, actually, I wasn't able to hear you properly, so I didn't know we had to do it.
That's okay. You keep your IDE
Ma'am,
as well
should
as
I take a new page?
you just open the IDE. You need not do anything else. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Should I click on the link that you shared?
Yes. Go to help menu and click on reference.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, I clicked on the link. Now where should I go?
It will redirect to a URL which I'm going to share in chat. Okay. I will share in chat. Don't worry. Okay, you can use this link to refer to the language constructs. Okay. If you want to know how a particular function works and a documentation for a particular function or an operator or something, you can refer to this. Okay. So you all asked me what you're going to learn in this course, right? Let me quickly tell you what are the sensors that you're going to what are the things that you're going to learn in this course. What are the sensors? You will learn about how to use the ultrasonic sensor. Okay. So how to use how to interface the temperature sensor and measure temperature. Okay. And how to control how to use the IR receiver. So you have a TV remote, right? You control your television channels. You switch channels of your television. You power on and power off your television using a remote. So that is an IR remote, right? You're processing, your TV is processing the IR signals there. So this part you're going to learn here in wireless control using IR. And you're going to learn about the Hall sensor. Hall sensor is one of the magnetic sensors which is able to sense the presence of magnetic field. And you will learn about PIR sensor. Okay, PIR sensor is PIR sensor is used to it will detect motion basically. So if there is some sort of movement in front of the PIR sensor, that sensor is able to pick up those movements. Okay. So that how it does and what are the internals, what is the principle and how to measure, how to read from the sensor and how to use the sensor, everything you're going to learn during the
Ma'am,
course.
can you please ma'am, can you please explain that what is the PIR sensor, because I could not hear you.
Okay, you want to understand what a PIR sensor is, right? So here you can see that there is a
Ma'am, is that a type?
So you can see that there is a door here. You can see this in the presentation, in the slide.
Ma'am,
Yes, who's this?
I'm not able to download the Arduino.
Don't worry, Nitin. So you need not download the Arduino. At the moment, you can just listen. You can just follow what we are doing. Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
will there be any like camera type which will be connected to that sensor so that we can get to know that whoever is walking over there or something?
No, this is the PIR sensor I was telling you.
Okay, ma'am. So,
So
this
there is-
PRI sensor is also there in elevators also, no?
Yeah, it could be used in elevators wherein
Ma'am,
you can sense.
just a type of, ma'am, isn't just a type of like motion sensor?
Yes, exactly.
Like,
So
ma'am, in lift.
yes, yes. So it is used in many places. You might have seen cameras which detect motion, right? There will be cameras, and there will be an app on your phone to which data will be sent saying motion is detected, right? There will be security cameras which will be installed in your houses. You can check if you have one at your home. So that will have a PIR sensor, a servo motor, okay, and things like that. Okay, so moving on. You are going to learn about relay, and you're going to learn about the RFID card. Can you tell me where have you come across this sort of card anywhere?
No, ma'am.
So
No, ma'am.
in offices and all, for access, for door access, they use
Oh,
these sort
yeah,
of
ma'am.
cards.
In hotel rooms also they are
Yeah,
there.
ma'am. Even I also have seen that.
So if you have ever visited a mall,
Ma'am,
then
they are-
you might have checked
But
out.
they're in
I mean,
hotel rooms.
yes, right. Even in malls, when you check out, your products, I mean, whatever you buy, those items will have RFID tags, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
RFID fast tag will be. I mean, I think the fast tag is also an RFID
Ma'am, a
tag.
credit card?
Credit card also works on the same principle. I mean, some similar principles. I mean, cash cards. There are a few cash cards which work on similar principles.
Ma'am, and also some like in some cars they have that to open the doors or something.
Yes, correct. Very good.
Like there will be a camera sensor and we just store then it gets open.
Yeah, ma'am. In
Right.
hotels also to like on the light and everything, we put that card. Or
Yes.
to open the door also.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the ranges will differ. There are different cards. These are short range cards. There will be, UHF cards, which use ultra high frequency, which work in long range as well. Okay, so it depends. It all depends on what frequency these cards use. Okay, so moving on. So I will share a few demo also. A few students have done projects using these sensors, which I'm going to play now. I have the videos. You can go through the videos, and later on we'll move to the demo.
Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, demo
There's-
meaning like what do we do in the demo?
Demo, you're going to write an Arduino program, and you're going to simulate using the Tinkercad or whatever I sent, right? Here.
Oh,
Using that, you're going to simulate.
ma'am,
As
I don't have my Arduino.
Yeah, that is the reason why we are simulating. Okay.
No, ma'am, like I don't have the Arduino with me.
You don't need Arduino for simulation.
Okay, ma'am. Like I have the app, but then I don't have that Arduino thing.
Yeah. Let me. It's taking some time to load. Yeah.
Ma'am, there's no audio.
Yeah, ma'am.
There's no audio.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. There's no audio.
Maybe there's some sort of setting. So this is the ultrasonic sensor that you see here. Okay.
Ma'am, so will
Using-
that sense? Will that sense like
It
the
using
objects?
yes, you can sense objects as well as you can detect the distance. I mean, measure the distance of the object as well using this ultrasonic sensor.
Ma'am, so where do we get to know, like, where do we get to know that
Yeah,
it
ma'am,
is
like where will it display the
Yeah,
length?
ma'am.
It will display in the serial monitor, and you can use your LCD display as well. That will come along with your kit. Okay.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
So I will show you the next demo. Okay, I have a few demos of these sensors. So I thought of setting up here, but I will not be able to show it here in the camera. It will not be visible to everybody. So I thought maybe this is the better option.
Ma'am, maybe you can show the videos through WhatsApp only directly.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
You can just send those videos, right?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
like you can log in the WhatsApp in your laptop and then you can just show
Yes,
that video.
we will do that. So this is the hall sensor. Okay.
Otherwise, you can just.
See, this is the hall sensor. It is
Ma'am, so
able to
what-
detect. So he has a magnet in his hand. So this hall sensor is able to detect the magnetic field. The LED lights
Ma'am,
up when there
how
is.
do we get to know that? How do we get to know that it is sensing the magnet?
How do you get to know that it is sensing a magnet? Because you are bringing the magnet close to the sensor, right?
So, ma'am, will it like blink? No, it'll blink.
Yeah.
No, he had an LED to indicate the presence of
Yeah,
magnet.
ma'am, that's what that
Yeah.
LED will blink.
Yes.
Ma'am,
No,
in
the
the
LED
IR
will.
sensor also that only happens, no? IR sensor. Like it
Yeah.
detects anything.
Yes. So this is the soil moisture sensor.
Ma'am, so does this tell that like it is that the soil needs to get moisturized like
Yes.
that?
Yes, exactly.
So if it is not moisturized, then will it come like no light will come, and when it is moisturized?
Yeah, ma'am, like how it indicates.
Yes, ma'am.
See, the indication, you can use an LED, but here he is using an actuator. Okay, he is using a relay and a water pump.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
do
he's
we get
reading.
an actuator?
Okay, ma'am, so if there is moisture, then the water will come out from the pump.
Yes, he is reading from the sensor to check whether the soil is wet or dry. Okay, and if it is
No, ma'am.
dry,
Like I'm asking that if it is dry, then will it like then will it put then will it put water or something?
yes, just check. See,
Yes, ma'am. If it is a wet, moisturized soil, then only it will put water, no?
so that you are going to write the program to do all that. Okay, you just get a sensor and an Arduino and a relay using which you are going to do all this. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
it doesn't happen by itself. You are going to.
The plant near. Ma'am, can you show the video like that hall sensor? I could not understand that.
No worries, I'll share these videos again, okay, in the group later. Yeah? So we can continue, we can start with the demo now. All those who have your IDE open, if you still, just to know if you remember how to write a program, Arduino program, open a new sketch, okay, go to File, click on New, open a new sketch and start writing a program to blink your LED. So there is an onboard LED connected to pin number 13. So let me just introduce you to the board as well. So this Arduino board, yeah. So it works on 5 volts. Okay, you do have another port here, the other black port that you have,
And for the
to which you
batteries,
can,
no?
yeah. So here you can apply voltages between 7 to 12, and you have an USB. You have a USB port to which you can connect 5 volt supply. That is through the USB of your laptop. Okay, to communicate with your Arduino, and the limit is 6 to 20 volts. You can't apply anything less to this. I mean, this black pin is there, right? Here you can't apply anything greater than 20 volts or less than 6 volts. Okay, it has 14 pins. If you can see this Arduino has 14 pins. Let me just show you. See,
So,
zero.
ma'am, the battery that we are going to get in the kit, it is going to be of how much volt?
You don't get a battery. Yeah, 9 volt. You do get a 9 volt battery along with your kit. Okay. Yeah. So these there are 14 digital pins here, which you can see, right? 0 to
Yeah, ma'am.
yeah, 14 digital pins and 6 PWM pins. So there are pins that are marked with tilde. I'm going to show you. Yes. So, yes. So there are yes. So there are pins marked with tilde here, right? So those are PWM pins through which you can send some analog voltages. And these are analog pins, okay, A0 to A5. You usually connect analog sensors here to read from. Okay, you read from analog sensors using these ports, and you will have a built-in ADC which converts this analog value to digital value. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And one important thing is all these pins.
Ma'am, they're for another board, no?
No, they are the same. It is the same board. The color is different. It's a little different. That's it. So it's the same board. This all these pins, they can't source anything beyond 40 milliamperes. That is, you can't get a current more than 40 milliamperes in each of these pins. But you have to, restrict the current that you draw from these pins to 20 milliamperes, not more than that. So if you do that, the pin gets burnt or fried. Okay. And so this is the sketch, setup and loop. So let us go ahead and write a program to blink an LED now. Okay. So did you all open the new sketch?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. So how do you, I told you there is an LED here, right? In this slide I showed you. So there is a built-in LED that is connected to 13, pin number 13.
Ma'am, it will be
Yes,
next. Ma'am, in our code one, it was next to the USB.
Yes, exactly. Even in this, it will be next to that. Okay. Next to pin number 13 itself, it is going to be there. Yeah. So first, you have to.
I need to download it.
You need not download anything. You have your IDE open, right? Arduino IDE. Those who have your Arduino IDE open, you go to File, open the new sketch, and start writing the program. Okay.
Ma'am,
first,
so what do we write?
Okay. Yes. Is LED an input device or an output device?
Ma'am, output.
Very good. So if it is an output, we have to set the pin as output. Okay. These are called GPIO pins, general purpose input output. You can configure them as input or output. So I'm going to set them as output pins. Pin mode 13, output, right? Okay. So in the loop, I will
Ma'am,
write.
just 1 minute.
In the loop, I will.
Ma'am, next.
Yeah, in the loop, I'm going to write a program to blink this LED. I want this LED to blink continuously, so I'm going to put it in the loop, a loop function. Okay. If I put this in setup function, it will run only once. So I will put this in loop function so that it continues blinking. Okay. How do I?
Ma'am, so this one, will it be like a type of a car or something?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Ma'am, like this kit, like can we convert that to a car or just a normal?
Yeah, ma'am, can we convert it to something?
Well, what you get in your kit is used to learn how to build a nice car using all this, a smart car using all this. I mean, how to make your car smart using, if you already have a car, if you have learned how to build your car using your
4D
Ranger, right? So now, yeah, so here you will learn how to make the smart using all these sensors.
Ma'am, actually, I had not taken the Ranger course. I had directly done the Cody one.
But even in Cody, you have learned how to.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Right.
Yes,
13
ma'am. We
comma.
had added sensors to it so that
So
it
if I
can.
have to turn this on, what should I send? A LED has. Let me annotate it here. So these are the pins. Okay. This is pin number 13 on Arduino. Fine. So the positive of the LED, inbuilt LED is connected to pin number 13.
13.
And negative is connected to ground. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what should I send to this port to turn this on? This is pin number 13. Okay.
Ma'am,
What should I send?
There is a pin number
What should I
13,
do?
blink or something.
I should.
Mama, opened it. Now what should I do?
Nitin, you can just open the IDE and just continue writing this program, which listen to, follow what I'm telling you and then write the program, okay?
Ma'am, if we write high, then it will on, and if we write low, then it won't.
Yes. So I am turning on and turning off. Is this correct, guys? Can you tell
Ma'am,
me
can
if
we
this is
put a
correct?
delay for like, can we put a delay like for this much time? And
Why
then
should I put a delay? Why should I put a delay? Why can't, why doesn't this work?
ma'am, like so that it'll be on for some time and it gets off for some time, just like that it'll be repeating.
Or else, ma'am, it will just go on off like that.
Even now it
Yeah.
is going on off.
So, ma'am, we
Yeah,
need to put a
ma'am,
daily, no, for a few seconds.
Yes, and we can observe the light that.
Yes, very good. Otherwise, you can't observe, right? What is the frequency of this Arduino board? It is 16 megahertz, right?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
16 megahertz. At that,
18 megahertz.
is it 18? On your Arduino board, look at the crystal. There is a crystal here in your Arduino board. Okay, that says it is 16 megahertz. See?
Yeah, ma'am, I will see it in Google.
See, it is written here. It is 16
Oh, yeah,
megahertz.
ma'am, it's written.
Oh, yeah, ma'am.
It is not 18 megahertz.
Like I thought that it was 18, that's why. I got
Yes.
confused.
So I've put high and low. So as your eyes cannot observe such a high frequency switching, you need to add a certain delay.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am.
What does 1000 say?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, 1 second.
milliseconds, it tells
Yes.
1 second.
Yes, 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. So this is the basic blink program, which blinks the onboard LED. So now you go to your Tinkercad and paste this program there. I'll tell you how to do that. Control C.
Ma'am, what should we do?
You have your
Copy paste it.
Tinkercad open, right? You have your
Yeah,
Tinkercad.
ma'am, what is that?
Ma'am, you had sent a
Don't
link of it.
Yes,
Wait,
I had sent a link to that, but if you don't have it already, I will just
Oh,
share it again.
I'm seeing it now, ma'am. I will copy paste it.
So I'll share it in chat also.
Control C. Ma'am, is that the one like Snap Arduino 56 reference thing?
No, it's
No,
not
ma'am, that
that.
is.
So this is tinkercad.com. Just go to tinkercad.com.
Ma'am, can you send the link?
Sure.
Ma'am, and can you also show the? Can you show the? Oh, nothing, ma'am.
But you need to sign up there in order to create
Ma'am,
circuits.
sign in, no?
If you have already signed up, you can sign in. If you have not signed up, I am not able to hear others, interacting. I don't know whether you're following or not. Have
Ma'am,
you opened
what
your
time is this class for?
Sarthak? In another 10 minutes is going to end. Okay. Sarthak, Akhil, Joshiga.
Ma'am, you still didn't send the link, ma'am.
I will send the link.
Okay.
So
So, ma'am, basically this just shows us.
Oh, I'm sending this to someone else. Sorry, I thought I was sending this to everyone. Okay, this was going to one person. Yeah? Did you get the link?
Yeah, ma'am. It's
Yes, ma'am.
So sign up over there, or you can just observe what I'm doing here. Okay. Because we don't have much time. We are running out of time. You can only observe the demo now. Yes. Okay. With Tinkercad, you can simulate all this. Okay. I have used a multimeter, which I'm going to delete now.
Ma'am, like simulate meaning?
Simulate meaning, although you don't have a physical board with you or a LED.
Okay, so that is a type of, that is an online,
okay.
that's a
This is a
virtual,
tool. Yeah, virtually you
Ma'am,
can
it's
see.
virtual Arduino or something.
Sorry.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, yes.
Ma'am, is it a
Ma'am.
virtual Arduino?
Can you come again, Yashwin?
Ma'am, like, is that a virtual Arduino?
Virtual, yes, virtual Arduino. This
So,
is a
ma'am,
virtual.
you just you created this on this like
No,
or it was this template was already there.
no, no. This Tinkercad, let me introduce to you. So this is the page. You can find the components here. See, you can find different sorts of
Ma'am,
components.
so
You can
what
find
should
Arduino.
we-
So you just have to drag a component that you want, just like you do in Scratch. You just have to drag the component, and you need to wire them. I've dragged a potentiometer here, and I've dragged a LED and a resistor and a multimeter also. You find measuring instruments also. I'm trying to delete it, but for some reason it is not happening. Okay.
So, ma'am, in the ahead classes, will we need this Tinker?
No, you wouldn't need this in the subsequent classes because you will have your kit. But only for the sake of demo, I have this.
Ma'am, just a second, ma'am. Can you show the connections?
So don't make any connections yet because we don't have much time to do that. So this is just to give you a demo that you can do all this. Okay. So now I'm going to put this Blink program here. Okay. I'll just copy paste this. And I will start simulation. Oh, it's hung here on my side. Students, on your side, if you can simulate it, let me know. You can just paste the code in the code area.
Ma'am, like when we enter the ma'am,
Yes.
now when I created on create new design, then it is showing some work and something like that.
Yeah, create a new circuit. You say create
No.
new design or new yeah.
Ma'am, on the home page, on where should I click?
On home page. Okay, see this LED is blinking now at this rate, right? Can you see it? LED is blinking.
Oh yeah, ma'am, it is blinking.
Right? So now let me just modify this program a little bit. Okay. So instead of, so assume that I want to change the frequency of this blinking, and I will tell the microcontroller, how fast or how slow it has to blink. I have to write a program for that. So do you remember the serial communication in Arduino? How the Arduino communicates with your PC and back and forth? How it sends data and receives data?
Yeah,
So
ma'am,
these
it is
pins,
like the parallel and there is one more.
It's serial communication. It's called serial
Yeah, ma'am.
communication. These pins 0 and 1 are used for serial communication. So you have another chip here, if you can observe. Okay, that is another Atmega chip which will convert the USB to the serial. Okay.
Okay.
So we will start a serial communication with Arduino, but before you start, you have to set a baud rate, because your computer is running at gigahertz and your Arduino is running at 16 megahertz frequency. If if a person is speaking really fast and there's another person who can listen only at the slow speech, then you have to set a baud rate there, right? You both agree to speak at a certain pace so that both can communicate with each other. So you have to set the baud rate here to communicate with the Arduino. I will set that. How do I set the baud rate? I'll say serial.
Ma'am, can you
Dot.
extend the time for some time?
So there is another meeting just exactly at 5. So we may not be able to stretch beyond 5 or 10 minutes, even in.
Okay, ma'am.
So we are going to do serial communication, right? So we will set the baud rate. We'll say serial dot begin 9600. 9600 is the baud rate. Now I will create a variable, okay, to store the delay. That is the you will set the rate of blinking, right? So to hold the value, whether it is 1000 milliseconds, 2000 milliseconds, or whatever, I will set the delay time in milliseconds. Long is a data type which can store big integers or numbers. Okay, I will declare that as an integer, a very big integer, that is long type, which you can find in Arduino reference. Okay, you can find all that here. And later, I will create a function. You remember you created a function how to, how to move your board forward, backward, right? Left, right. Is that right? The same way, I'm going to create a function.
Ma'am, why don't you use void blink?
So this is a function. Instead of loop, I'm using a function which I'm going to call here. Okay, call in the loop function. Function contains a set of code, and that can actually take certain arguments or parameters from the calling function. We are not utilizing all that. It is void because it is not returning any value, and this is blank because we are not sending any value. In case I want to send the delay from loop to blink, I can initialize a variable and send the delay amount from here to there. Okay. So instead of that, I'm creating a function blink, which I'm going to call. So this is the call and this is the function definition. But let us modify this. Let us use this variable to store the value. From the serial monitor, you're going to tell your Arduino what is the delay that you want to right. So here, now Arduino has to check whether you have entered data in your serial monitor or not. You have a serial monitor here and you can communicate with it, right? You can send some data here, some random integer or whatever. Arduino has to keep checking whether there is data. So it will check using this function, serial dot available, okay, greater than 0. There will be a buffer, right? There will be an input buffer in which whatever data that is being sent by you through the serial monitor, that buffer will store the data. So you're checking whether there is data in the buffer, okay, input buffer. And if there is data, then you're going to read the data and store it in a variable. Which variable? You created this time variable. Here you're going to store it. Time in milliseconds is equal to serial. So it is an integer data, right? So for that, there's something called parse int, which is going to parse the integer data. Okay, because whenever you send data, it can contain many digits. It has to parse all the digits. So it is going to parse all the digits and it is going to store it in a variable.
Excuse me, can you just check the message once? I'm just sending you something.
Yes. Yes. So students, I already told you what are the components in this kit. As we are out of time, we might not be able to finish this. Everybody understood the Blink program, right? That is a very basic Arduino program. Okay. So it is already 5. So let me once again show you what are the components. You get a breadboard, okay, and you get the Arduino board. You get the LCD display, and you have the sensors now, the ultrasonic sensor. You have the PIR sensor, relay, okay. You have the IR remote with the IR receiver. You have the IR receiver also. You have a 9-volt battery. You will have jumpers, and let me show you the other components as well. You will have a tiny box inside the kit which will have other components. So this is the RFID tag, and this is the RFID reader. Okay. So this is the soil moisture.
Only the smart card?
Yes. So this is the moisture sensor. Okay. Soil moisture sensor, I mean.
But ma'am,
and you do, yes?
Ma'am, but in that video that kid was showing that that soil moisturizer sensor something, no? So I didn't see that sensor did he use that sensor that he just now said?
Yes.
But ma'am, it wasn't seen. But
I will share that video again in the group. Okay.
Ma'am, can you share it, ma'am? Because I did not receive anything.
Not now. I will share it later. Okay. Once the class ends, I will share it. Okay. This is the IR receiver. And this is the Hall sensor. Okay. And this is and you get a few resistors and LEDs, buzzer, RGB LED and all that in your kit as well. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, students. So we are planning to start this batch tomorrow. Okay. Sometime during this week.
Okay, ma'am.
So see you.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what will be the timings like?
Timing will be like, it could be 4 to 6 in the evening, and we can actually work around the timings. We have to see if the timing works for everybody in the batch.
When will we get the kit, ma'am?
You will receive the kit. Yes, you will receive the kit once you place the order. You just get in touch with the Maker Lab.
Ma'am, like how
they will
many
send you the
days
kit.
does it take to get the kit?
It will be delivered within a day because you are in Bangalore. And those who are outside Bangalore, it might take a while to receive the kit. And one more thing, this is 8 classes, 2 hours each. So, yeah.
Okay.
Ma'am, only
So
8 classes or 8 weeks?
8 weeks. 8 weeks in the sense, one class per week. We're going to conduct one class per week. So there will be 8 classes, 8 weeks.
Ma'am, only that much. That's it.
So if you're doing very well, we might do complimentary classes as well. Yeah.
And ma'am, that program you wrote, can you share in the chat if you don't mind?
Sure. We will. I'll share it. I'll share it. in
Ma'am,
chat.
and also the screenshot like of the wired connections.
Everything I'll share. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Sure. See you.
Bye, ma'am.
Any other questions? Others? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, students.
Yeah,
Bye,
ma'am. Can
ma'am.
you just share the?
So let me stop sharing because there is another class that is going to begin. We are already late, 5 minutes late.
Ma'am,
So I'm
can
going
you
to.
share that program?
Which program?
Ma'am, that program in the chat.
Yes. I will share it. I will share it in WhatsApp chat. Okay. WhatsApp group.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. See you, students. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Yes, everybody. If you have any doubts, please get in touch. Yeah.
Okay, bye, ma'am.
Bye.